Hello everyone, welcome to GK Today. A very good morning to all of you. This is Arzu Kakkad and let us have a look over today's important current affairs. Before starting, let me tell you that these questions that we cover, they are a part of daily 20 MCQ series that you can get on GK Today's Android application app. There are more than 500 plus questions that are available every month. Category wise questions are also available on the Android app. So you can refer to GK Today Android app. With this, let us have a look over the very first question. I hope many of you are very much ready with your answers. So let me read the question first. First question says, Donyi Polo Airport, it has been inaugurated in which state or union territory? So I don't think that you need time for this question. Meanwhile, everybody had the answers for question first. So moving to the right answer of this question is Arunachal Pradesh. So if you are going with option B as your answer, then you are absolutely correct. Arunachal Pradesh is the right answer. So Donyi Polo Airport has been inaugurated in Arunachal Pradesh. So where is Arunachal Pradesh? Let us look at here. Itanagar is the capital, very important, and near to Itanagar, basically it has been inaugurated. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated this first greenfield airport. So it is a greenfield, started from scratch, right? So it was started, the foundation stone was laid in 2019, and in 2022, by the end of 2022, we have inaugurated this project. And yes, the as I told you, the foundation stone of this airport was laid in 2019. It has been developed around you can say 690 acres, right? It has a 2300-meter long runway. It is very well suited also. This airport is very well suited for all the weather day operations. As you know that Arunachal Pradesh is a hilly region, hilly area, so weather conditions are to be taken care of also, and it is very close to China, basically the border, the autonomous region, Tibet, right? So keeping in mind the autonomous region of China, Tibet, it also has a very great significance. Coming up of these projects in the northeastern region plays a very important role also, right? And this airport, it will be the third operational airport in Arunachal Pradesh. And if I talk about the eastern region, northeast region of India, so it takes the total number 16. So the total airport count in the northeastern region, it goes to 16, right? So this was about the Arunachal Pradesh, and please do have a look where the capital is. It is also very important. Then moving to the next question, CV Ananda Bose has been appointed as the governor of which state? So there are four options in front of you. Name of four states given as the option. What do you think? CV Ananda Bose has been appointed as the governor of which of the following state? Take 4 seconds. Okay. So take 4 seconds and then give the answer for this question. West Bengal? Correct. Option C. West Bengal is the right answer. So please do have a look over the personality. Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose has been appointed as the new governor of West Bengal. Who is the chief minister of West Bengal? I hope you all know Mamta Banerjee is the chief minister of West Bengal. Who is the chief justice of the Calcutta High Court? Justice Prakash Srivastava. So, Justice Prakash Srivastava is the Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court. Chief Minister of West Bengal is Mamta Banerjee. So, this appointment of announcing Dr. C.V. Anand Bose as the new governor of the West Bengal, there was a notification from the Rashtrapati Bhavan, right? So, you can see the image, the picture, the photo of Dr. C.V. Anand Bose. Then moving to the next question, which state hosted the second edition of Northeast Olympic Games in 2022? So you are again given four options, four states, four northeastern states, and you have to tell which state hosted the second edition of Northeast Olympic Games. The right answer is Meghalaya. Option B is the right answer. Meghalaya hosted the second edition of Northeast Olympic Games. So where is Meghalaya? Capital? Shillong, right? So here we have seen Arunachal Pradesh. Here is Shillong, Meghalaya, where the state hosted second edition of Northeast Olympic Games in 2022. And which state is the emerged as the overall team champion with a total of 240 medal is Manipur. So here is Manipur, capital is Imphal. So Manipur emerged as the overall team champion. Assam took the second spot with a total of 203 medals, then Arunachal Pradesh. So it was a very long event, about 3000 participants were there from all the northeastern states, and the next edition will be in Nagaland. This edition was in Meghalaya. The which state topped Manipur. After Manipur, Assam got 203 medals, and the next edition will be in Nagaland. The capital of Nagaland is Kohima. It is very important to see the neighboring states also, right? So if you are going for any map, make sure that you look, see the bordering states. Meghalaya borders Assam, right? So this way you need to look at, if you're talking about Nagaland, so Nagaland borders Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, and here Manipur, right? So these are the things that you need to take care of. Moving on to the next question. Which institution, so you are given the four institutions, and which of the following institutions announced 33 million US dollar for what purpose? For disaster management in Conference of Parties 27 summit. So I hope that now you know very well, it should be on your tips, where the COP27 held. Egypt. And where in Egypt, that you will tell me in the comment section, right? So the institution that announced 33 various announcements were there in this particular summit, and we have covered everything, right? So 33 million now US dollars for disaster management has been announced by US Agency for International Development, option C. So the name suggests for disaster management. So this amount 33 million is to provide the communities that are at risk of climate prone disasters like cyclones, droughts, flood, giving them better access to the effective early warning. Obviously, if you'll be having early warnings systems, and they will be effectively used in the communities, then the administration will take the proactive action, and whatever these calamities happen, the impact of these calamities, it can be reduced, right? So the US Agency for International Development is partnering with National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, World Meteorological Organization, and national authorities in vulnerable areas, so as to scale up this early warning system. Moving on to the next question. As per the recent data, electoral bonds worth how much were sold in India since its launch? Any idea? Yes, please. Electoral bonds worth how much were sold in India since its launch? Option B, rupees 10,246 crore is the right answer. So 10,246 crore since its launch. When were electoral bonds launched? So back in 2018, basically the guidelines were announced by the former finance minister Arun Jaitley in the Lok Sabha in January 2018. So 2018, you can say, where the guidelines were announced, and 10,246 crore is the number where the electoral bonds worth this much were sold in India. And SBI, please do remember the name of the bank, State Bank of India, sold the electoral bonds worth this. So SBI is authorized to issue and encash these bonds. Now what are these bonds? I'll let you know in a minute, but before that, let me tell you that as per the recent data, majority of these bonds, they were of 1 crore, while you can say less than 10 crore were of the lower denominations, like 10 lakh, 1 lakh. Now what is this overall thing? I'll tell you. Before that, you should have a look over what is electoral bonds. Let's say there is person X. Now person X wishes to donate to any political party, to fund to the any political party, whatever you say. So person X now, instead of going to the political party and providing the cash, okay, this much I want to give you, it will not be happen. If it is more than 2,000 rupees, if you want to give, you cannot go with giving the two notes of 2,000 and say, okay, 4,000 from my side, and 4,000 is not the number at why I am saying so, but I'll tell you in a minute. Before that, now the case is, now if person X wishes to donate to this political party a sum, amount, this person X will go where he is or she is going. to SBI. So SBI, the person will be going to SBI bank and say, okay, I want to do this funding to the political party. SBI will give electoral bond, a paper to person X, and this amount will be deducted from his the account. That amount will be, it should be in the it should be in the denomination of, it can be 1,000 rupees, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh, or 1 crore. So this is the denomination. The bonds are issued by the SBI in this denomination. Then this person X will go to now the political party taking that bond. There will be no name mentioning of that particular person, so as to maintain the privacy, right? Basically, so now this bond will be given to the political party the person wishes to, right? The important thing that you need to remember is the denominations. SBI issues is eligible to issue this and to encash these bonds, and this bond is valid for 15 days from the date of issue. It is very important. Also, one thing that you need to learn and to need to take away is which political party is eligible for this electoral bond. That political party that is registered under section 29A of the Representation of People Act 1951. First thing. And second thing, this can be asked in your exams. Second thing, the political party should have secured at least 1% of the votes polled in the last general elections to the House of People of the Legislative Assembly, right? So it should be, you can say, they should have secured not less than 1% of the votes. So at least 1% of the votes that polled in the last general uh, election, right? So they should have secured this much. So these two are the criteria that you need to remember. Questions can be asked. Denomination, I have told you, 15 days. The days basically that I have told you, valid for 15 days from the date of issue. So these are the certain things that you need to remember with respect to electoral bonds. Next, moving on to another very important question. The question says, which is the first proposed bilateral fund of National Investment and Infrastructure Fund, that is NIIF. So which is the first proposed bilateral fund of NIIF? It is India Japan Fund. Option C is the correct answer of this question. So recently, I would say, the memorandum of understanding was signed on 9th of November in 2022. This memorandum of understanding was signed between National Investment and Infrastructure Fund Limited and Japan Bank for International Development. So basically, if I talk about this fund, what recently happened was meeting of the Governing Council of National Investment and Infrastructure Fund. This fund is a government backed entity where Indian government has 49% stake in NIIF, and the rest is held by the foreign investors, domestic investors, right? So it is to provide this fund is to provide long term capital to the country's infrastructure sector, which is very important. You have National Infrastructure Pipeline Project, PM Gati Shakti Master Plan, National Infrastructure Corridor, so investments in greenfield, brownfield projects. So this is the significance of it, right? So that is why this was in news. And now moving on to the next question. What is the theme of UNESCO's World Philosophy Day 2022? What is the theme of UNESCO's World Philosophy Day 2022? Option A, the human of the future, is the theme of UNESCO's World Philosophy Day. Please do remember that. It is celebrated on Thursday of November by UNESCO across the world. So word philosophy basically highlighting the value of this philosophy for the development of your thought, for each culture, for each individual. So that is why this day is celebrated. It is observed every year on third Thursday of November, right? Okay, Kangra miniature painting which was seen in news is made in which state? Yes, please. What do you think is the right answer of this question? Kangra miniature painting which was seen in news is made in Himachal Pradesh. Option B is the right answer. You can have a look over these paintings. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently in the G20 summit that was happened in Bali, right, the 17th G20 summit. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi presented US President Joe Biden with this painting from Himachal Pradesh on the concluding day of the G20 summit. That is why it was in news. So please do have a look over this painting. It is from Himachal Pradesh. Naturopathy Day, it is observed to commemorate the membership of which leader? Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Jawaharlal Nehru, Rabindranath Tagore. So Naturopathy Day, it is observed to commemorate the membership of Mahatma Gandhi, right? So option A is the right answer. Here, every year in India, on 18th of November, Naturopathy Day is observed, right? It is basically when Mahatma Gandhi became a life member of the Nature Cure Foundation Trust. So that is why this day is observed since 2018. So he is the founding figure of the naturopathy in India, and this year the theme of the naturopathy was naturopathy and integrative medicine. So this event was organized at the National Institute of Naturopathy in Pune. And this year the theme, I hope now you all will remember if asked, naturopathy and integrative medicine. What is the theme of World Toilet Day 2022? Any idea? Making the invisible visible? Do you really think so? Option B? Yes, option B is the right answer. Making the invisible visible is the theme of World Toilet Day 2022. It is observed every year on 19th of November, basically to raise the awareness about the sanitation and to mark the invention of the toilets, talking about the sustainable development goals, right? Which sustainable goal is related to it? It talks about sanitation. Any idea? Do have a look what Sustainable Development Goal 6 says. Now this is your homework. So World Toilet Day is celebrated, and so as to raise this awareness, and this year the theme was making the invisible visible. Here your important current affairs of today, they are done, they are completed, but we'll be moving on to the revision category, and you have the very first question. Which institution has released a report title? So you have some of the questions from the economic side, and some mixed questions will also be there, so a miscellaneous one. A proposal for digital banks in India licensing and regulatory regime. Which institution released this report? Niti Aayog. Which state has partnered with UNDP to add data in climate resilient agriculture to the Digital Public Goods Registry? Telangana. Which Indian state or UT has launched its first AI powered digital Lok Adalat? Answer is Rajasthan. Which is the venue of National Health Authority's first hackathon under Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission Hackathon? Pune. What is the name of the single repository of all Indian government's digital projects to be shared with the world? It is indiastack.global. What is the theme of Digital India Week 2022? Yes, think. Catalyzing New India's Tech Ed. Right, so catalyzing New India's Tech Ed is the theme of Digital India Week. ONDC, Open Network for Digital Commerce, launched a grand hackathon in collaboration with which institution? That is NABARD. Moving on to the next category, which is the first institution in India to join IBM Quantum Network. And the right answer of this question is IIT Madras. Which cities have joined the UNESCO Global Network of Learning Cities? Warangal, Thrissur, and Nilambur. India's first shared radio access network solution is set to be launched in which city? Mumbai. Which countries are associated with Trans-Himalayan Multi-Dimensional Connectivity Network? China, Nepal. Which is the first global big tech company to join ONDC? Microsoft. As per the report, Basic Road Statistics in India 2018-19, which state has the largest network of national highways, state highways as well as rural roads? Maharashtra. Moving on, India recently signed a memorandum of understanding with which country for participation in E-Vidya Bharati and E-Arogya Bharati network project? Answer is, what do you think? Madagascar. Nokia has partnered with which institution to set up its Center of Excellence in Networked Robotics? IISC, Bangalore. News Initiative India Training Network is an initiative of which company? Google. ONDC launched this is repeated, in collaboration with which institution? It is NABARD. It is a repeated one. Right? So the last category, ONDC is the initiative of which government body? I hope you know. Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Which DRDO laboratory developed networking traffic analysis? Yes, please. Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics. This question is your homework. I have not given you the homework, right? Yeah, so this is your homework. Which network has partnered with UN Women for Advancing Women's Economic Empowerment? LinkedIn. Which Indian has been selected as the Global SDG Pioneer for UN Global Compact Network in 2022? Ramakrishna Mukavali. This is your homework, right? Okay, which Indian state has joined the Global Network of Advanced Manufacturing Hubs of World Economic Forum? Andhra Pradesh. Network Operation and Control Center charges seen in the news sometimes is associated with which sector? Telecommunication sector. So there are 2 questions that I have given you as the homework and 3 are more. So 5 questions today. I expect the answers in the comment section. With this, I, Arzu Kakkad, wish everybody a very best of luck. Happy learning, everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you. Take care.